I have broken all rules. All rules that my parents have laid out. I think my nature was, you tell me a rule, I break it every time. This generation will only marry for love. It will not marry to settle. It will not marry for social security or for financial security, because that we can get on our own.
Hello and welcome. This is Rule Breaker. But the question is, what rules are we breaking? Welcome, Devanshi, to the show.
Hello, hi.
So, what rules are you breaking?
I have broken all rules. All rules that my parents have laid out. I think my nature was, you tell me a rule, I break it every time. But I think the biggest, because I'm from a Gujarati family, the biggest rule I've broken is to speak on stage, because if you have a voice, it is kind of looked down upon. So I think just voicing my feelings about different topics like marriage, my family, parenting, the government is kind of breaking the rules in my house.
That can't be simple.
Yeah, it's not simple, but it's very fun, definitely. The thing is, the more rules you break, they get used to it, and then they give up on you, which is the best. Then your life becomes easier as soon as like the societal people, like the building uncle and the regressive relatives give up on you. So then you're like, okay, now you're the black sheep. You can do whatever you want.
To push the boundaries till people give up on you.
Yeah, I'm not a motivational speaker, clearly. Yes.
Maybe you are.
In a very warped sort of way. Yeah.
Okay. So, you grew up, as you said, in a Gujarati family, and I think one of the things that I hear from all my Gujarati friends is that stability in life is also a huge factor connected to how much money you make, because money is also stability. Suppose that's probably true for most people. Your career choice in comedy can be a bit up and down. So how did that rule? I'm sure it broke more than just the rule over a period of time.
Yes. So the thing is, I was never expected to earn money because I was a woman. So I was always expected to get married and go away. So first when I was earning money only, they were like, this is ridiculous, why are you doing it? Because we can, and now that I'm earning money, they're like, no, this is very less and you must earn more. So then it's very, you can't please them. There's no way. Also the money factor in Gujju families, no money is good enough. Really, you can always earn more money. They always look up to, the greatest Gujjus of this country. That, they're earning so much, so then we should be earning that much as well. So we are, no, I don't think even my parents are happy with the money that they are making. There's no satisfaction there. Because they also picked their professions only based on money and how much money they'll get, which is not the case with me. I picked something that I liked, so there's always satisfaction, but not from their side, from my side. Like, there's always satisfaction, but the money is up and down.
Somehow this sounds like the story of every child wanting to leave their home and wanting to do their own thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, what is the first thing that made you confident when you stepped out of the family and said that I'm going to do my own thing on your own terms? What made you feel that okay? Or were you scared initially? Were you scared that you have perhaps broken lots of rules, but you don't know now which one of these is actually going to pay off?
Yeah, I was very scared. I was, the first few times I did stand up, I was extremely scared. It was almost like I had a boyfriend I wasn't supposed to have, It was like I used to sneak out and lie at home that, I'm going to be late, I'm at work, etc. And then I think for 4 to 5 years, I just did stand up without my parents knowing. And they really thought I was dating someone. And I really wasn't. And I'm very upset about it. But I think then eventually, because I had to be on Comic Sun, and then through that process, The Secret had to come out. And then, they got to know, but they were really upset about it for a while. My mom was not upset. My dad was very upset.
But do they laugh listening to you?
No, they get very upset because I only talk about them. It's it's just
Don't blame them.
they're very like my mom still is fine with it. My dad has just he's tried pretending it doesn't exist, and then everyone they're also conflicted because it's not their fault. The society tells them that this is not okay. So every time they're complimented for my work, they're very happy and proud. But every time they're someone says, "What is she doing? This is insane." Then they're like, "Yeah, this is insane." So they're also not able to make their mind up for that one.
Yeah, I can't blame them. I mean, society is out there just to constantly poke you.
Yeah.
But in a world that's constantly questioning women, and sometimes I just think that we're in 2025 and we're still having to talk about this, that women are often finding humor in their pain
Yeah.
and they have to put it out there.
Yeah.
Tell me about that craft journey of yours.
It women. The thing is, we inherently have stuff that we are subjected to, which is ridiculous, which is funny in itself. Like, if you tell a guy that, oh, you can do everything, you can have a child, you can cook, you can clean, you can have a job, he'll be like, but I don't want to. Like, I want to play video games, And, but we are made to. So the feminism and the motivation is also ridiculous. That why are we doing everything, firstly? And why is no one helping us? Why is this. Even when a girl doesn't drive well, it's like all girls don't drive well, And if one girl does something well, it's like, oh, this girl did that well, but the others can't do it. So it's just the rules of womanhood are very weird. So they're enough to make fun of. Firstly, so it comes from our pain. Not even, maybe not my pain, but obviously the generational pain that I've seen my mother go through or my aunt go through, where
they suffer silently.
They suffer silently, and they have a sense of humor about it. When my favorite shows are kitty parties, because they have these ridiculous stories that they tell, and they're saying it like laughing.
Yeah.
That I did my delivery. I walked to the hospital when I was delivering, and you're just like, what? What is wrong?
Who does that?
Yeah, where was your husband? What is going on?
Or like the one I've heard that, oh, we didn't have epidural.
Yeah.
We took the pain for 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm like, but why?
Yeah, but why are you doing this?
Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah. Also, it's a pride. Being in pain is like they're like, oh wow, we were in so much pain. You don't know anything.
Tell me something. As a comic, I'm sure somewhere the marriage market, the society comes in as really interesting subjects to talk about. I often ask my guests on this show, is the idea of marriage for your generation and the following breaking down or is getting rewired?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I am feeling like it. I'm seeing a gap because my parents have put me in the arranged marriage market, as they say, for a very long time, and they went through a lot of stuff. They photoshopped how I looked on my biodata. They made me like bright, and they made my legs thin, and they tried to like do that. Then again, every year they're like, oh, let's do a photo shoot for your biodata and all. And I've met like several boys. I've also gone for these meets where there are men, like singles meets sort of thing. The men in the arranged marriage scenario are people who are not going to get, like, who are sort of not as educated, or have done or are in their family business, or not that ambitious. They're looking for housewives, and the women are extremely educated. Like, I met women who are dentists, who are surgeons, who have their own businesses, startups. They have like 2-3 crores of turnover, and they are looking at these men, and these men are rejecting them for their ambition. So it's that particular space is very warped, because all of your strengths are your weaknesses. That is the problem, which is the main issue. and with the subject, like with, I think we will only marry for love. I feel like this generation will only marry for love. It will not marry to settle. It will not marry for social security or for financial security, because that we can get on our own.
Let's talk about that. I always say this, that having money is your power to say no.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to at least send a message through this show to young girls and women who genuinely need to think of first finding a career before they find a boyfriend.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you should find a. I feel like more than career, find what you like doing and what you will like doing for the rest of your life. It could be anything, whatever you feel like you will have fun with. I mean, the colloquial word for it is passion, but yeah, something that has you can grow with as a person.
Also has
And
to pay
earn
the
money.
bills.
Yes, and money is really important. It is the most important thing, and also managing money, which is what I'm learning right now. For in my 20s, I'm 31 right now. In my 20s, I have only earned money and spent it, but I have not grown it. Now I'm going into like learning how to invest here. I mean, I have my basic investments, but like if you can make a 1 lakh or 20 lakh, there is that kind of growth that you can get by just investing, which I don't know, but there are people out there who know, and I'm learning from them. So you must understand how to earn money and grow your money, and not I think not overwork yourself. Taking care of yourself is very, very important. So
You know what I loved about what Devanshi said? She didn't use the word save. She used the word grow. And I think that's very important when one thinks about, I would say in everything in life, but money particularly. So kudos to you for using that. I want to just navigate you to a part of our lives where there's a lot of conversation, but there's very little action. And it's called women's own health. We ramble through our 20s. I'm like, oh my god, 30s, what is this? What is this? What's happening to my body? What's happening to my face? What's happening to my hair? Talk to us about like, how do you look at yourself from a health lens?
Yeah, so I have battled with weight for a long time, and I was misdiagnosed with PCOD, and now I think in the last 6 months, I was rightly diagnosed with something else, and then I treated it, and that actually managed my weight also. Like, it's in the process of managing my weight. So, healthy and skinny are very different things. And I think because I'm also from a very regressive family in terms of body, because I was body shamed as a child. So you always try to focus on how to be skinny, and even if someone is not my weight, even if they're skinnier, they will be told to become skinnier. That is just how we see ourselves, like how women see themselves, because we see magazines, and now the Instagram, which is like you can see 4 other people with better bodies and feel bad about yourself.
And the Kim Kardashian
Yeah,
mask that you
masks.
can now wear and tie. Oh my god.
Yeah, the just insane stuff. Like every time there are like 4 new things I learn about how to do. Like have this water with this thing with 4 other things and put ajwain, and it's just insane. It's an industry. In fact, I think I was taken to this. I don't know if I can. You can beep the brand's name if you want. It's called Pretty Slim, which in itself is what a weird name, right? And when I was in 10th, 11th, my sister, my cousin had taken me there, and they had claimed that we will make you lose weight without any diet. Okay, and I was like, oh, this is insane. And they took 50,000 rupees up front, and they take you inside a room, and then they mark all the fat on your body. They strip you naked. They mark all the fat on. Imagine the amount of things. There were young women there. There was a woman there whose husband was not willing to touch her because she was fat, and she was just married, and she was crying at the counter saying, please, please make me thin so that I can have a married life. And the people were feeding on this kind of insecurity and desperation, and then they tell you not to eat anything. They claim that they will melt your fat with some sort of sonography thing, and just the machine looked like it was a sonography thing, and then all you can have is like 4 almonds in a day or something. So when they said no diets, they meant no food, actually. So just the industry is so, it's very painful, and plus also your body is very, like, sometimes you're putting on weight because you have something else altogether. So
Yeah.
just make sure that you are healthy, all your systems are, get regular checkups, go to the gynac, especially women, go to the gynac every 6 months or something.
Yeah, and think of nutrition.
Think of nutrition, yes, yes. Healthy food is, I think, the best thing. Just good home cooked food will help you through a lot of stuff.
Yeah. If you were to go back and think of some advice you would give to your younger self, what would it be?
I think I would tell my younger self to not eat her feelings. But yeah, I think for me, food had become comfort, and that I think is unhealthy. And that is something I would tell my younger self, and to kind of take it easy on her, like take it easy in terms of just do your. There is no way you can change how you look, but what you can do is you can how do I put it? Like, if there's a piece of cloth, you can make it prettier with other things on it, but you can't keep cursing the piece of cloth. Like, if you accept yourself, you'll just become more beautiful. So
Great.
although I don't think she'll understand any of this, but yeah, I'll tell her to go easy. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.